Good afternoon. I am Private Wierzbicki with the United States Army. I am also a Drill Team Dynamics ambassador, and I used to do prospective training for the arm drill side as well. So today, I'm going to talk to you guys about 3 kind of tips that I have for being a team commander. I became a team commander my freshman year, and I carried it on from there. And it took me a lot of learning, a lot of mistakes. So tip number 1 is standards. And a lot of people are like, they might be thinking, yeah, standards, that makes sense. But a lot of times, a lot of team commanders try to have a double standard. Where, example, you tell your team, I'm just gonna use a broad example, to drink a certain amount of water, but then you yourself are drinking a whole bunch of soda as a team commander, and then they see this. So being double standard, meaning you're being unfair to your team as a team commander. And what this creates is a lot of friction and between your team members and you. With that friction, that makes it harder to keep your teammates together, to hold a bond, to create that family environment that a lot of these good teams have. So what you as a commander have to do, you have to lead by example. If you want your team to do something, or if you want them to hold certain standards, you yourself have to uphold those standards. I learned about my junior year that I can't tell, for example, my school, one of our standards was to have A's and B's, no matter what. Even though JROTC is not held under UIL, it's not considered a UIL extracurricular. My school always made sure that we had people passing in everything because we put academics first. So I made sure that myself, I had either all straight A's or A's and a couple B's, because there was no way I could tell a freshman on my team or even a fellow senior on my team, hey, you need to pass your classes. Hey, you need to get this grade up. Because if I don't have that grade, or if I don't have that standard, you're not going to want to listen to me. You're just going to look at me and say, screw you, you're not even doing it. You're not even passing your classes, so why should I be passing my classes? So be the example, lead by example, because that will earn you a lot of respect amongst your teammates. So earlier I mentioned that a lot of these good teams, a lot of these power schools have a family environment. They all are like brothers and sisters. They're all working together. They always laugh together. They go out and do stuff together. Now for me and my team, we weren't too big on creating traditions, but a lot of these big teams, they have traditions. After our seniors left, our seniors would take home trophies. Or if you are a team commander and it was the first time that you got first place in a category, we'd let you take that trophy home as like a symbol of your achievement. This is kind of a little bit of a touchy subject, so I'm going to call it is drama, but I'm going to call it unresolved conflict, because at the end of the day, that's what that stuff is. I dealt with, on my team as a commander, so many things that were sometimes ridiculous, but sometimes very serious. And as a team commander, you're going to have people and you're going to have days where your team or a team member, maybe they're a little angry, maybe they're having a bad day, or maybe something's going on at home. That's going to happen. And if you don't take the time to take care of those situations, they can get out of hand, and they can affect more than just one person on the team. Because once you guys create that bond, you create that family environment, if one person's down, the entire team is going to feel it. And it's going to affect the entire team. Practice isn't going to run as smooth. Everyone's going to kind of be down or sour, in a bad mood. And so it's up to you as the team commander to say, pull them aside and say, hey, you know, I noticed that you're a little down today, or you are not in a good mood. Like, what's going on? Can I help? Is there anything I can do? Because 9 times out of 10, you pulling one of your teammates aside to just talk to them like a normal human being, not as a cadet, not leader to subordinate, but just as equals, as people, as humans. Just talk to them and reassure them that, hey, whatever's going on, you're going to get through it. Hey, whatever's going on, you're going to make yourself a better person at the end of the day. And regardless of what happens over there, you're going to have drill to come back to, or you're going to have JRTC to come back to, or you're going to have us as friends that you can come back to and you can have a good time with, and that you can cut loose and you can relax and you can just be who you are. Because a lot of times for my school, JRTC was the reason that a lot of my team came to school. I had about 5 people that the only reason they came to school that day was to go to JRTC. If they didn't have that drill team, then they would have dropped out, or they wouldn't have cared about school, or they would have went down a really dark road that in reality they might not have wanted to go down. But if they didn't have JRTC, they felt like they might not have had a choice and they would have went down that road. And so you as a team commander, listen to people. Listen to your team. Talk to them. Because at the end of the day, a few words or one question, how are you? Is everything okay? Is there anything I can do? That's what's going to put you apart from a lot of other people, a lot of other team commanders. Yes, there will be times when you have to bark out orders, or when you have to be hard and you can't be easy on everyone. And there's other times when you're going to be able to cut loose and have fun. And the hardest part about being a team commander is learning to balance the, okay, it's time to get serious, and okay, let's have a little bit of fun, crack a few jokes. That's what took me the longest to figure out as a team commander. I didn't learn that until about the end of my senior year, right before I went to Daytona. So those are my tips for you guys. Go ahead, stay tuned for more videos. I will probably be doing more videos, me personally. And then I know we got Matt doing videos. We got a whole bunch of other of our trainees. I've been in basic training too long. We got a whole bunch of our other trainers that are going to be doing videos for you guys, so stay tuned. We got a lot more stuff coming to you. We got a lot more great content. So stay tuned. We'll see you there.